There was also two overweight African American females choking, one's choking, strangling each other. So this is why Jim Riley, Joe Zillig, Harry Race, Bernard LaChance, DJ Dave, Perdita Quinwan, Ellen Anderson, Don Wiley, 1961 Amphibious Spaceman, Bitted Bat 4, Blue Boy Boxes, GPS Paso Robo, Rapist Night, Ellery's, and let's see, Red Randy, Red Gordon, why I don't date African American chicks, or the BBW, big, that whole deal. That's why I don't do ghetto. All right, Perlita, get it, starting to get it now. And then also, like I said before, Bernard and Dave, I like to understand why people do things. So see, now I can't be really too upset at my father for choking, strangling me, because see, we kind of figure out that groups of you set up a prison thing and burn people through it, which could create, people's behaviors. So see, I do it to find out why, so I could forgive my father. But I already did this a long time ago. But Bernard, what it is that probably there's some parents that take an active role into what's going on here, so they can avoid the problems that the groups of you like to immerse yourselves in. Get it, Bernard? So, joking behavior, hybrid choke, it wasn't really because of the techno music that made you all do anything, Bernard. It's just an excuse, the tank that you made, Bernard, for your BS story. And so fathers like Jay Beswick, who have had to probably deal with you, Bernard, and Greg Faust, and Mel Kobe, and who else, Paul Bueller, Colin Powell, the president, joint chief stuff, the tech companies, and then, NASA, Lockheed, they like to use it so they can inform their soldiers and their people to make good choices, like self-esteem issues, right? Joking people making, make one eat more, get larger. Understand, Bernard, it takes a little bit more. So you can either take it seriously or you don't. And since you like your carny ghetto life, Bernard, people ran around and did whatever they wanted. Then you come up with your drama story with those people to get attention. And well, Bernard, some parents are probably tired of that shit. And then, a rapist or two attaching to their children, and then all of a sudden getting abused and marked up when, lots of money was paid before, so people didn't have to live that way, Bernard. Understand, dude? So you guys want to learn how to do it, cowboy country and western and Negroes and so on and so forth. Here's the first step. You got to stop beating the shit out of each other, Bernard. You can't do drugs. You can't do nothing. You understand? Because it probably started off with a small child, or they use this out here to rescue and help children while you and the Robo Knight and your, Taco Joe's Maltese Night cross crew with Ellery didn't take it seriously, and you guys ran around like crazy carnies, Bernard, and you ruined several military bases doing whatever you want. And so people learn quick, Bernard, to help their, families and their children succeed, so they don't have to find themselves in the same place like it's in Vincent's and stuff. So, Bernard, people work together. Hey, Whispering, if I had to get a fair amount. Dave and Joe and, Ellery's. You either like to be submerged in that shit, or you want to pull yourselves out. And your torture session on me is getting old, and you guys' bullshit story 3 or 4 times in a row. You people kind of know what you're doing on purpose. So, like I said, if he wants to march, Red Randy wants to march with the football, Harry and Joe and all that with the Negroes, Don Wiley, and Professor God, go ahead. But he's a dumb shit. So, if I was a Hollywood celebrity or African American that, actually worked for a living or, earned a real military way there, Harry and Joe Bernard, I don't know if I would complain about my situation, because they're in a lot better position than, what they have to, maybe hearing about. Word travels around. So, you either like to be in filth or you don't. I do this to help the kids, so they don't have to live this way. Now, I didn't have to do it myself, but like I said, what I wanted to do was taken away from me. So, you guys wasted trillions and trillions of dollars, Bernard and Harry and Joe and Ellery's, for your crybaby fit. To do what? To have us all back to square one, Joe? I would have just left it alone. But, he had to have his dick inside a chick that wasn't supposed to be. So, guess what, Joe, Harry, and Bernard and your team, you're going to have to pay for